All right, we're here. G'day, everyone. Welcome to Bearded Mafia Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Matt, and that guy is
Rob. Welcome to episode 9, guys. Before we start, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Dirty Tricks. They specialise in audio and custom lighting. Now, our next guest, not many people would know this fella. You've probably seen his face a few times if you're a fellow beardy. But we'd like to introduce you all to Josh from Jericho. How are you,
Hey,
mate?
mate.
Good guys, how are you?
Fantastic.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
we're
me.
good. No worries, mate. Anytime.
So,
How's your day been?
Mate, it's been tiring. As I said before, I've been a little bit sick lately.
Yep.
So I'm just getting over that. You know, just living that dad life at the moment, looking after him. He's so being sick on top of him draining me all day. So, but no, it's been
Yep.
good.
No, that's good.
that's it.
It's been a pretty good
How
day.
old's the little man?
He is 18, almost 18 months now.
Beauty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Good
hectic.
age.
He started walking at like 10 months, and I swear to God, he's driving a car now. It's hectic.
Oh, it's a beautiful age,
Yeah.
isn't it? They're full
Yeah.
on learning everything.
It is,
Like,
definitely.
they're funny little buggers.
Oh, yeah. They're fun to watch,
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
They really are.
They
They're a laugh
definitely
a
keep you
minute.
entertained, for sure.
100%.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I'll break the ice with a question that we like to ask all our guests. I've spoke to you about gaming, and you said you have played, and you do play a little. What's been your greatest achievement in any game you've played?
Oh, well, I used to play World of Warcraft. Like, I was
Yep.
pretty hectic into World of Warcraft. I used to play it 7 days a week. I don't know, 12, 13, 14-hour days. And
Yep.
at the time, this was like classic WoW. So when basically that first kind of patch that came out, and at any one time there can only be one high warlord on the server, and it
Yep.
was just server based, and the only way to get it is basically like grinding honor, and I used to fall asleep at the computer, it was like you have to for 4 weeks straight you have to have the highest amount of honor for that month to get
Yep.
the high warlord achievement, and yeah, but that's probably my biggest achievement. But that was hectic, man. Like I could never do that again.
Oh,
No
yeah.
way. It was crazy.
Yeah, I did play that game for a little bit. I was no good at it, like most games I play. But I can't remember the name of the character I used to play, but it was the big ball-looking
Tauren.
character. Yeah,
Yeah, Tauren. Yeah,
yep.
mate. Good memories. It was good times. Good
That's
times.
awesome. You're
Oh, yeah.
a massive nerd like the rest of us. That's heaps good.
Oh, mate. I still play now. Like it's obviously a bit harder now with Leo running
Yeah.
around, but when I do get time to play, I play Dota 2.
Yep.
It's like a MOBA.
Yep.
Every person I talk to like has no idea what it is. Like but it's actually the highest paid esports game in the world. Like I think they have their international coming up in like a month. It's like a $12 million prize pool.
Holy shit.
So,
Oh, wow.
so it's huge, but a lot of people don't know about
Yeah,
it.
that's nuts. The esports stuff's massive.
Complicated as shit to play though. Like for a new person to just jump in and play, it's like you have to spend a lot of time learning how to play. It's definitely complicated.
What is it for people that don't know? Like me.
It's like Battle of the Ancients 5v5.
Yep.
You have to like take towers. It's basically like LoL.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
very similar to League of Legends.
Okay, yep.
But better.
Oh, awesome.
Sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's brilliant.
It is good.
Well, we'll start off with our first question. Could you tell us a little bit about Josh before Jericho?
Oh, well, I was in the army for 11 years. I was a grunt, so like your infantry soldier.
Yep.
Did that for about 5 years, and then I kind of saw the light because I knew that if I ever wanted to get out of the army, it's basically gonna all I could do is be a security guard or a policeman.
Yep.
Like there's really no qualifications that they give you. So then I transferred to the Signals Corps, and I became a telecommunication technician, and that basically gave me you basically do TAFE in the army. They pay you like they send you away for 18 months and do TAFE there. And then I got out of the army in 2018, and I went to work for Optus as a network engineering team leader. And then I transferred to Telstra, which I still work for Telstra today, mainly
Oh, wow.
mainly at home.
Yep.
Mainly at home. I just work from home because if I had to go into the office or something like that, I'd quit to do Jericho full time. But
Yep.
it's easy. It's easier to work because I can do it from home, and I do like stuff at night as well.
Yep.
But yeah, that's basically it, man. 11 years of army really
Yep.
was me before Jericho.
Mm.
Wow.
Beauty.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
good.
see one of the comments up here. Nothing like supporting our vets. I know that you do a bit of charity stuff in that space. Why is it so important that we support our returned veterans?
I think it's just because like everyone says it's a choice to make to join the army and stuff like that. It is a choice at the end of the day, but like people don't really understand like what they give up. Like when they do join, like they give up so much time, and time is something that you can never
Mm.
give back. You can never get back.
Yep.
Like and it's I guess it's equivalent of a jail sentence really. Like it's you've made the choice to serve your country. But and why I support vets specifically is it's the transitioning out of the army, which is the hard
Yeah.
part. For me, it was seamless. It was really easy because I had a job lined up, and I made that transition across really easily, and I had a supportive partner and stuff like that. But for a lot of guys that don't have jobs and especially don't get the qualifications in the army, there's that mental. They don't transition out of the army because really well because your life becomes so different. In the army, you have your set routine, you got the timings, you got people to report to. You're kind of looked after in that sense. And then when you're out of the army, you basically, especially joining from a young age, you're all on your own. And people think like growing up, you're like, oh, it's pretty easy to be, all on your own. But when you go from such a structured lifestyle to basically nothing,
Mm.
it's a big difference. Like the army breaks you down at the start and builds you up, but when you come out of the army, there's no one to really to break you back into that civilian lifestyle. It's really different. So, and
Yep.
and there's a lot of mental health issues and suicide and
Mm.
stuff like that where guys do not transition well. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of good veteran charities out there which support that and help that where they can. So I like to support them.
Well, it's funny you mentioned at the
It's
start
good.
of that about it being like a prison sentence. The way you describe it is really similar to like people ex-cons being like coming back into society after they've finished their stint.
Well, it's an equivalence
Mm.
definitely.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, well, I think everything that you do is really great, and like
Yeah.
these people deserve our
Oh
help
yes.
and man,
Oh,
fucking
bloody
the
oath.
sacrifices they make
100%.
for us essentially
Yeah.
is nuts.
And
Yeah.
and it's definitely in the Australian culture. Like we all support our vets and we all support our Anzacs. Like it's kind of instilled in
Mm.
us to to support them wherever we can. And you don't really like being in the army. You experience that uh, like that Anzac life. Like it really means so much more to you. Like when you do put the uniform on, and it's something that on like there were a lot of bad moments in the army. Like don't get me wrong, a lot of bad
Yeah.
moments, but I made some like awesome mates, and there's times that are like still to this day the best times of my life, and so nothing I regret about it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well,
No,
how
that's
did
good.
you transition from that to starting a beard company? What kicked that off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this question comes out a
Yep.
lot. I actually struggled with my beard, like not so much my like beard growth, but like my skin underneath. I couldn't get past that itchy stage.
Mm.
Like it was really rough. Like it was like needles. Like if I touched my beard, it like felt
Yep.
sharp. Like
Yep.
it's the easiest way to describe it. It was like sharp and it was sore and it was like, irritated and I had like really bad like inflamed neck. And yeah, I dandruff like all over my shirt. It was great. It was not a pretty sight at all. And
Yep.
then my partner suggested coconut oil, just like the stuff you buy from
Yep.
Woolworths. It
Yep.
worked literally I just did one session of coconut oil in the shower and then it fixed everything up. The inflammation went down, the dandruff was gone, and then after that we started experimenting with more different oils. We looked into the properties of the oils, like what the benefits, what's good for skin, what's good for hair, and then it kind of evolved from there. And then we went away to America together, and then just kind of discussed it and said when we get back, um, like we decided to start Jericho, but to be honest, we did not think that it was going to get to this point as what it is now.
Yeah.
Like it was just something we just wanted to do. Like we felt like we just wanted to share what happened with me, with my personal experience,
Yeah.
with someone else, with everyone else, and then that's who we are now.
Beauty.
It's a perfect company.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
Where did the name Jericho come from?
I was actually talking about this other day with the guys, like the ambassadors that came to the warehouse. So,
Yep.
Jericho is in. So I'm not really religious, but like I went to a Catholic school, so they did teach us a fair bit about religion. And Joshua. So my name's Josh, and Joshua fought the Battle of Jericho. And I was literally laying on the couch one day and we're trying to come up with names, and I was like, Jericho sounds. I didn't want it. I didn't want the name Beard in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't want Beard in the name. Just because every other beard business has Beard in the name. I wanted it to be different.
Yeah.
And I wanted, we're an Australian company, we're Australian roots, so I wanted Australia in the name as well. And that's literally it.
Love that.
It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Well, how much has the business grown from the start? So I imagine the beginning would have been you and your missus in the kitchen. So what does it look like now?
Yeah.
Literally, man, we started a small little. We spent $800 to start the business. That includes all the ingredients we bought, the bottles, the labels. I think we set aside about $100 for marketing. What else did we buy? A few things here and there. The website, but that was done through a free trial. But stuff like that. So a very, very small investment. We used to make the orders. So when someone would make an order, we would make it. I'll literally make the balm on the stove.
Yeah.
Like at home at home. And now we employ. Now we're in Brisbane. We have our own warehouse there, and we employ 6 people. My partner basically does it full time. I kind of rotate through because of my own job. I employ my mum full time, basically, my auntie full time, basically, and someone else who makes all the products who I work with full time, and actually one other person who is a bit of a casual, just helps with packing. So it's come a long way, and we've just taken a rep on now as well. So
nice.
It's all guns go.
That's it.
That's pretty
proper
cool.
Family owned.
Definitely, yeah.
That's a good thing.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I like that.
Mum. That was a really good moment for me when I asked Mum to, she's worked in retail at Myer. I feel like, Myer and David Jones like the last 15 years or whatever how it is, and when I could say to her, it's time to leave there and you can come work with me.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a good moment for me. So, that's probably one of my biggest achievements so far in the business for sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We are ambassadors of the company, and we're very proud of it. How have you been giving other people ambassadorships, and what do you look for in an ambassador?
So, I actually get asked this question like quite a lot, and I like
we've been talking to those people now.
I like to I just like to have a chat. I can kind of tell just by I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Yeah.
I can kind of tell just by having a chat with you. Even if it's a 5-minute chat, just talking about whatever, you can kind of see what a person's about. I don't expect much. Like in terms of like we have some ambassadors that post all the time. Like people always using their code and that they really represent the business well and stuff like that. But we also have other people at the other end of the spectrum, who get in touch with me all the time, just to have a chat, and just check in, see how the business is going, just do what they can. They're always making orders, and just sharing the code whenever they can. But and so as I said, it doesn't matter if you know if you're getting 1,000 orders a day or getting no orders. Like as long as you're a good bloke, um, that's all I really look for, to be
Yeah.
honest. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, within that, I mean, we've got like our own little group of people that we've all clung to and found. So it's like a little bit of
Yeah.
mateship within all the Jera Bros.
The Jericho ambassadors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, that's probably one of the best things about it. And I've been meaning to get in touch with everyone because I'm going to start like a Facebook
Yep.
group for all the ambassadors.
No, that's cool.
That way we can all just like message each other in there. I'd like to, if there's any updates or new things coming out, like you guys to be the first
Yep.
to know.
Yeah.
So that is in the works. So I'll get that out to you guys soon. Yeah, no, and it's true. I'm planning we we've got a bit of a surprise coming up soon, and I want to get everyone together. Everyone who can make it anyway. I know a lot of people live interstate and stuff like that, but
Yep.
whoever can get to Brisbane for something coming up soon, I'll give as much details in advance as I can. Um,
Can you hold off till June next year?
June next year. Maybe, who knows? It's going to be a little while away yet, so we still got a lot to do before then. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up in June next year, so we're gonna.
oh
Yep.
yeah, well, maybe we can have two events.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Now, so what goes into the process of creating your products from start to finish? If you were to pick one out.
I am a I like things to happen very
Hmm.
quickly. And I have a bit of an addictive personality. So like I really can't stop until something's perfect or it needs to be good like very quickly. So I kind of don't stop until it's to where I want it to be. Um, so for example, for the beard butters, that probably the most amount of work went into them because there's a lot
Yep.
involved in the process of making them. Um, and there was a lot of mistakes, a lot of failed efforts, and I am the first test of the product, there'll be a period where I like to see how my skin reacts, how my beard reacts, and then if I'm not 100% satisfied, then I'll go back to the drawing board, start again. And then if I'm like, if it, I do like to send some products out to some of the ambassadors every now and then, but I haven't really had to just until recently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to like trial some scents and stuff like that. But most of the time, it just all goes in, just trial and repeat.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of testing on my beard. A lot of testing
Yeah.
on my beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have answered this question a few times now, but I'll still ask it. I have very sensitive skin. Like, I've got psoriasis on my legs and stuff. Um, but your products are pretty much. There's only another beard product that I've tried that has worked, but your beard products are pretty much the only ones that I don't have breakouts on. Like, I don't get dry skin under my beard or anything like that, or flakes or anything like that. I just wanted to know, like, do you try and cater for all kind of skin, like
So
anyway, like all types of skin, I should say?
so we do.
Yeah,
When I do the research into the oils that we use or the ingredients that we use, there are like harsh, even though the ingredients are natural, there is harsher. So like for example, like castor oil, like that's a very
yeah,
slow absorbing oil. It sits on the skin for a long time, and it can lead to breakouts. It's a really thick and sloppy oil, so that's why I did trial it for a while, but I got rid of it as well. So
yeah,
we try to range from like the medium thickness to thinner oils, and we really look into and study how good they do work for the skin and hair. But yeah, we definitely try to cater for the more sensitive skin types
yeah,
because if you have normal skin, it's going to work fine for you. It's the people that the sensitive skin you really got to focus on.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And we source all of our ingredients, from Australia. Don't really look at we don't look overseas for any ingredients, and we always, um, we make sure our supply of oil of like our ingredients specifically,
Yeah.
a reputable brand, and they do have good backing as well. So and we've used them since day one, and they're really top quality stuff. So.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
tell.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any scents that have never made it past production? Have you had any ideas float around and you've
Yes.
given them a crack and they're like, nah.
A shit,
Yeah.
a shit
Yeah.
ton. Yeah, I've got so many scents sitting at work. Well, not so many. A few there have just been sitting there. Or basically, I bought a few bottles and the lids are still sealed on tight because I'm just not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe I can bring it out into mustache wax or something
Yeah.
like that later on. But
Yeah.
no. Other than that, man, everything's kind of made it out. But um, yeah, there's so many trials and failed attempts at a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But we got there in the end.
Yeah, I could just imagine. Do you have a favorite product or scent that you like
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah. My favorite product is probably, or scent and product is probably the Panther beard butter.
Yep.
Yep. Agreed.
Um,
Same for me.
yeah, it's probably my favorite. Oh, and the new Morning Glory coffee butter.
Oh God,
That's
yes.
that's 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 good stuff, man.
That is so
That's
good.
good stuff. Yeah, and that is an effort. So compared to the other ones, with the other ones, we just basically blend the different carrier oils and then start the process. With this one, we actually have to get coffee. We get coffee beans, granulated coffee, and we basically heat up the coffee to about 140, 150 degrees or whatever, and then
Yep.
we basically marinate the coffee in the oil over a 24-hour period. So the oil actually extracts the coffee, or the coffee oil from the coffee, and then
Yep.
it marinates over a 24-hour period, and then we start the butter process the next day.
That's
So
awesome.
it's made a lot differently, but so you get the coffee actually is really good for the skin as well. It's good antioxidant. It's got it's cooling sensation, heaps of benefits from coffee for the skin, and yeah, it's really good stuff.
Awesome.
You know, it's one of my favorites already.
Yeah.
It is good.
I only got the butter just to see what it was like, and as soon as I got it, my wife was even like, "You're getting the rest of it as well now."
Oh, I've got to get on it next week. Done.
It's definitely worth it, 100%.
All right. What?
Yeah, it is.
There you go. You're up.
No, I don't know. I was gonna say it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the goals with the company? Do you have a set plan you want to get to, or do you just let it flow and hope for the best? Or
Yeah. So there is I kind of live the business through Marvel, how it's based in phases. So the next phase, like phase 3,
Yep.
is literally bringing out all the scents, across the
Yep.
board.
Yep.
And we get asked that question a lot. Why don't you have the scents out and this and that and stuff like that? Because we make everything by hand,
Mhm.
and we do everything by hand, and we don't have enough space in the warehouse where we are now to house every product in every scent. So it's a process. So that's probably first. We do have some completely brand new products coming out not too long, probably within the next 2 months.
Yep.
There is another big surprise, which only a couple of people know about it, but I won't share this now because I'm not allowed to.
Yep.
But I'll be releasing that information pretty soon.
Nice.
And then my goal is to be basically like the uppercut of beard care in Australia, in every barbershop. Not every barber, but in a good percent of barbershops around Australia.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but one thing I won't ever skimp on, no matter how big we grow, the quality's never going to go down, which I know a lot of businesses do that. If
Yeah.
I have to employ more people to make the product by hand, then I'll employ more people to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's still a lot of growth to go. We haven't really touched the international market yet. We've just started in New Zealand. We're in 2 barbershops over in New Zealand now. We've just started really selling over there, marketing over there, I should say, for when selling.
Yep.
And so that's part of the next phase is to hit New Zealand, and we've done that, and to get growth there, and then we'll start looking further beyond.
Yep.
But Australia's always going to be the main focus. Like we're an Australian company. Australia comes first. So yeah.
Yeah.
We've
It's fair enough.
we've spoken to you a bit about it before, but you do have a few products that are outside of the beard market itself. Where do you think that line is? Where you go too far out of being niche?
Exactly. And that's something that I don't want to do. Like I don't want to be have like too many things. Like we're a beard care brand. I don't.
Yeah.
I want to be the best in beard care. I don't want to be okay in okay in beard stuff, okay in hair products, okay in this stuff like that. We do make the body washes, mustache waxes, hair products, but that's what you see now is probably the extent of what they'll be. It's just a lot of those products were requested quite a lot, and we're happy. I was happy to make them, but if you probably notice in our advertising and our marketing and stuff for that, you won't ever see a hair product advertised.
Yeah.
You won't ever see a body wash advertised. You'll see a mustache wax because beard mustache.
Yeah.
But what kind of works in, but that's probably about it. Our main focus is beard care, and it's always going to be beard care.
Yeah. Waffles just commented there. The merch is pretty good quality too. I think you could just about just launch a merch line. It's that good.
Mate, I enjoy coming up with the designs for the shirts. Yeah. It's a lot of arguments with my partner. A lot of arguments.
Yeah.
But we get there, and we've got a new design coming soon as well. And it means so much to me too when people buy our stuff because they might like the design, but they're also representing our brand as well. So that's a pretty good feeling when you've created something and someone's paying something out of their own pocket to wear on their back. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's right. What advice would you give to anyone that's starting out in their own brand or company?
Someone actually asked me this not too long ago as well, and honestly, the best advice I could ever give someone is to take the first step. The hardest part in anything you do, in any making a business, starting a business, whatever, starting a new job is taking the first step. Even if it's something as simple as creating your business email, creating a trial on a website to and just start playing around with something. Come up with the name of your business, watch YouTube videos on business ideas or something. It's taking the first step, and then every step after that, it should snowball. You only live once. You might as well give it a crack. If it fails, then it fails. But start again.
At least you had an attempt.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, while we're having a chat, anyone in the chat has a question for Josh, just pop it in there, mate, while we have a discussion, while we just chat about some things.
What are your hobbies outside of Jericho?
Dota 2.
Besides that.
What do mate? I don't even know what I do anymore, to be honest. I work and dad life at the moment. My hobbies I don't really have many at the moment, to be honest. House stuff.
Mm.
Cleaning the
When was the last time you had spare time?
Mate, I don't even know, to be honest.
Yep.
Like when my son goes to sleep at like 8:30, I try, like, me and my partner might watch a movie, like watch TV for a little bit, or if I can get a bit of gaming in, I'll get a bit of gaming in. But there's not much, because when I do get, like, we we have like my mum and my dad to look after my son if we want to go and do something together.
Yep.
But that's not that often. So like, the hobbies thing is, it's kind of out the window. It's on hiatus at the moment.
Yeah,
We'll
life can do that.
revisit it when Leo's a little bit older and we can go and do stuff. I
Yeah.
played rugby league my whole life, so
Oh, yeah.
maybe when he's a little bit older we can go and do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. My lad turns 5 next month, and I'm like hanging for next year when he can play footy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be
that's
nice
awesome.
to be going out and play, like, going out on the weekends with him and watching him play.
When do they? What is it? Under sixes now? Is it under sevens? Under sixes?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure because they have to be 5 to be able to start. Even though he looks like he's fucking 8 years old, he's
You
that
can start
tall.
Oz kick at 5.
Yeah, Oz kick.
Start
Yeah,
Oz kick at 5, and then 5 and 6, and then you can transition to club footy. You can start club footy about the same time. I think they got
yeah. I'm
under
pretty
sixes,
sure you
so
can. Yeah.
it's
Who's here? Two's company. Hey guys, who else is there? Copy.
Yeah, we've got a few people in the
Copy,
chat here.
Waffle.
Legends. It was good. It was good seeing you guys the other day, and
Yeah, that was cool. Seeing that
Waffling.
photo pop up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah, it was cool.
It's cool.
So, I mean, like, it's going to be good when we all get together.
Yeah, it's great to see everyone all together.
So when are you gonna jump on and play with Croppy and Waffle?
Yeah, I know. Well, I can probably do it. Wait, when? What day is it? Next Friday.
Today? No.
What date? I could probably do it next Friday night, actually. If
Yeah.
you guys are keen, or if you want to, yeah.
You should 100%
Yeah,
get on.
next Friday. Next Saturday, I have my cousin's 21st on, so that's definitely out.
Yeah.
But Friday, I'm keen to
Yep.
to do Faz Friday.
There you go, Waffle.
There you go, boys. Next Friday, book it in.
The hookup is complete.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
Done.
Have to watch that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's Faz like? Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Is there a Steam game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll download it.
If Ghost Exile wasn't such a bag of shit at the moment, we'd get you onto that because that one's creepy as hell. But ever since they updated it, it's been nothing but lag city. Like, we can barely even get a game out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're lucky to get one game and then it just kicks everyone.
I've actually
Pretty
watched
average.
you guys, but like I just like full creepo. I just jumped on and just had a quick watch of you guys playing your Faz, and it looks it looked like is the game quality going like backwards these days, because it looks like it's like pretty dodgy. Like it doesn't look that good. It's like someone's running around with a torch, like
I was gonna
like,
say.
One person's standing against a wall, looking at a wall for like literally 10 minutes, and that's when
If you've watched us,
Yeah.
that's probably us too scared
Yeah,
to turn around.
That's just the way we play it. I think the game's fine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Waffle's the one to watch on that
yeah.
one.
And we spend a lot of time hiding in the cupboard because it's
Yeah.
And then,
safe in there.
You're walking up with like a thermometer or something.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
asking
right.
random questions.
No, so what's the go with that random question thing? Do you guys actually have to actually physically
Yeah.
ask?
Yeah,
a
you have
question?
to ask a
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, it's voice activated. So
Do
we
they
just
give
say
you...
say random shit.
Oh, okay. So
Just to try and piss it off.
what your name?
What your
Yeah, that's it. There's about 3 or 4 things that it responds to, but we just add a few
Yeah.
extras in there when we're not getting anywhere.
okay.
Ask how its
Alright,
day
so
was, and
that makes
yeah,
more
that's
sense.
it.
Yeah. It's not a bad game, but it's really, if you don't know what you're doing, it's you're not going to get far.
No, yeah, I'll jump on and play. Sounds like a bit of fun.
That's it. Just
We jumped on Ghost when we started playing Ghost Exile. This guy jumped on with us. His name's Ghost Exiler, so we knew straight away he knew what he was doing.
good.
And he was really good. He starts chanting things and that, and I'm like looking at
And
Matt.
they were like, what the
He's looking at me, I'm like,
fuck?
what the fuck is this guy doing?
That's
And then we
cool.
realised that that's what you have
Yeah.
to do. You have to read it out of a book and stuff. I'm like, oh
The
no.
power of Christ compels you, bitch. And like, no worries.
Well, you get like holy water and stuff too, do you?
Yeah, you got to do these rituals. So you paint shit on the ground and
You just
join these up
stand in the
and close
candles.
portals and banish them back to hell where they belong. It's all kinds of fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. No, that's cool. We have to definitely
Yeah,
watch
great.
that.
I'll do it in the dark room, turn the lights off, so it's even more
That's
fun.
it. That's exactly where you got to do it and how you got to do it. We're trying to recruit everyone back to GTA now, so
Yeah, we're trying to get everyone to go get GTA on PC, and we can just all have a fuck around on that.
Isn't GTA 6 meant to be coming out?
Mm-hmm.
apparently,
Or they're working on it at the moment?
Yeah.
Or doing
Yeah.
something? I heard there was like something released recently that wasn't meant to be released.
yeah.
Yeah, a 16-year-old hacked him and
Yeah.
released photos and videos.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It looks
Shit,
pretty
man.
cool, like just
I
from
remember-
the
I remember GTA 3. That was such like a massive game when it first came out.
Huge.
It's
Yeah.
huge. I love it.
Changed the landscape of gaming forever.
Yeah.
Waffle, just get it on.
yeah, still to his
Waffle,
company.
just get it on.
That'd be awesome.
Just get it on PC, mate. It's $23 on
Yeah,
Steam.
it's $23 with Criminal Enterprise.
And,
do it.
and they used to have the prostitute version before that. It was that got changed. You used to, that was an interesting game, man. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember how old I was when that first came out. 34 now. When did it first come out?
Yeah, would have been.
15.
Yeah,
or
I would have been
something,
16, so I
14?
reckon. Yeah, you would have been
Yeah.
15, so we're about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
Jeez.
Long time now. 20 years nearly.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that?
Oh, there we
from?
go. Waffle said he's. Are you talking about GTA 5, Waffle? Because
Oh,
if he
yeah.
is, he's got it on
Well, if you
PC.
got it, yeah, we're doing this. We're trying to
Let's do
recruit
it.
everyone on there, and we're going to roll 10 deep and fuck up everyone in their lobbies. That's what we're going to do.
You should really do it. That'd be awesome. All of us just running along.
That's it. Oh, love that.
But no, it's a cool game. Like the Faz is a good game. Like you'll enjoy it, especially if you're playing with Waffle.
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. We just
Yeah, the
have
Jericho gang on
we'll
GTA.
roll with the Jericho
Yeah.
crew.
All have to have beards, eh?
Oh
That's it.
yeah.
100%.
Yes, you need to have beers when you play Faz or any game.
Have you ever heard the band The Beards?
No.
No.
But I feel like I should.
You really should have. They're
No.
a group of bearded guys that sing about having beards. They're probably pretty
Oh,
old now.
really?
I reckon they're
Oh,
probably
yeah.
15 years old or so now. But that's where I got
Yeah.
that line from. That line on my Twitch that says, if your dad doesn't have a beard, you got two
Yeah.
mums.
Oh, so they
They sing that song.
Okay, so but every time I search a song, I type in beard,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
the song that always comes up. So I have
That's them. They're the beards.
yeah, right.
Yeah, obviously a group of Australians as well. 'Cause- but yeah, they're
There
brilliant.
you go.
They got a whole album full of
And
bearded songs.
That's so cool.
That's obviously their most famous song.
Yeah,
Because I hear it everywhere.
it's hilarious too. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, "That's brilliant."
I have to go and listen to that now. I don't know. I've probably heard it.
You would have
but,
heard it.
off the top of my head. I don't think. Yeah.
It was on one of my reels that I did with Jericho. I think
Yeah.
the one a month that I do.
Well, this has been a good chat. It's good to get to know you and stuff, and a bit of a background on you.
Awesome, man. Good. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem at all.
You've always been a really cool guy. No, anytime.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Like, it's not just a business. Just message me anytime. All the guys know. Like, spend half my time, my spare time, talking to them, anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you know, it's 99% of the time it's me you're chatting to. There'll be that 1% that it might be Lauren.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it's most of the time it's me.
Easy.
I just thought it was cool one day. I got a random message from you, and you're just asking like how I was going and stuff. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Like I used to, I did a year a few years back, a couple of years back, and so I started buying beard products, and I didn't know anything about it. And I went through, I don't know if you heard of Beard Nod.
Yeah, yeah.
I went through them, and they were all right at the beginning, and then they just kind of went away from where they started, kind of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to buy anything from them anymore. And then I seen you guys pop up on one of their sponsor ads or something I had on my phone, and I'm like, oh, I'll have a look. And I had a look, and as soon as I tried your product, I was like, fell in love with it. And when you said, because how long have you been doing it for now?
September 1st, 2019, so just over 3 years now.
Yeah. So I reckon I come across you like probably a year after, I reckon. A year after you started, a few months after you started. Because and I tried it and I fell in love with it. But then I shaved my beard off for charity and stuff, and my wife said you're not allowed to grow a beard until our daughter was born. So as soon as she was born, I'm like, all right, it's coming back. And as soon as I started growing back, I'm like straight back into Jericho. But nah, like that's what I mean. Like that message you sent me that day it was just a small message, but it meant so much. And I just think you are a really good bloke and a real legend. And I'm quite happy to promote you anytime.
Thanks, man. I that means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Definitely.
Yeah.
We're like, we're all humans, we've all got feelings. We're all mates, like everyone wants to have a chat, and this isn't like just because it's my business. Like it's just it's my business, my business, but doesn't change who you are to me. Like
Yeah.
So. No, it is what it is, man, and I'm stoked with all you blokes. Love chatting to all you guys, and definitely the Jericho Brotherhood is definitely strong, and that's something that that was one of my main goals with Jericho. It was never about money or stuff. I wanted to start like a genuine community, because I know I've always known like how much beards, like hair is one thing, but beards mean like a whole lot more to guys than any. It's like a cult.
It is. Yeah.
we love our beards. We're passionate about it. It's weird that it's when you think about it logically, it's kind of a weird thing to say. Like you're passionate about it, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's a gift to grow. Like a lot of men can't grow it, and the guys that can, we look after it. So I started that, and I wanted to make a community from that, and just become mates, because like I'm a bloke's bloke. Being in the army, I was around blokes all the time. I went to an all boys school, always been around blokes. So I'm always looking for mates, and I always love chatting to guys and making friends. So yeah, it was never just a business for me.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's funny. Beards are like tattoos. When you see someone with tattoos or a beard, and you walk past them, you give each other that nod, like, "Let's go, mate."
Oh man, you get the comments all the time, like especially beards, like, and other dudes. It's always dudes. It's rarely a woman will walk past and be like, "Hey, nice beard." But dudes all the time be like, "Man, love your beard." It's like, thanks, brother.
100%, man. 100%. Like guys will always comment on other guys' beards. It's so true. It's like when guys always comment on other guys' like gym progress and stuff like if they're big dudes or whatever. Like that, they'll be the ones say, "Hey, man, you're looking bigger," or whatever. Or it's guys always support, like, just say nice things to each other. Like if you think about it, but it's a good thing.
It's beautiful. Love that shit.
We love the beards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how it's your identity. Like you said, it's a brotherhood. It's an unspoken brotherhood with other random people too. So
it is. It's like like when you have that car or whatever car it is, and you drive past someone else with the same car, and it's like the
that's right.
It's the same thing with the guy at the beard. You lock eyes, and it's just you
Yeah.
guys know.
Yep.
To the
Yep,
night.
that literally happened to me only about a week ago at the servo. Dude with a massive beard. His was made mine look like a child's beard. But he looked over, he's like, mate, I'm like, wow, that's where I want to be. Fucking nuts. But
It's cool when everyone had to wear masks and stuff all the time. And I remember I was in the supermarket and some guy came up to me because I had my Jericho mask on. And he came up and he's like, because he had just one of those fucking normal ones and he was pushing his beard back. And like, I looked at him straight away. I thought, oh my
Poor
God,
bastard.
please. And he came up and he's like, where'd you get your beard mask from, mate? And I'm like, straight away getting the website up. I'm like, here, mate, look at this. And Sam comes up. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, just showing this guy where to go to get a beard mask.
Yeah, man, we sold heaps of those bloody masks.
yep.
Yep.
You know?
No, they're
The
brilliant.
amount of people that come up and ask you where you get your beard mask from is nuts. I had heaps of people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nuts.
Bloody
That's
mask,
good.
Yeah. I think we're past those days now.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
everyone's over
I
it.
think so.
I don't think it matters if
I'll be keeping
no matter if
I'll be
fucking
keeping mine just in
flesh-eating
case.
bacteria goes around now. They'll be like, no, we're not fucking going back.
Yep. No, that's right.
Yeah, everyone's over it.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been a good podcast. Good episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was awesome, guys.
been a
Thanks
good
again
build
for
up
having me.
to this. No, it's our pleasure.
Absolutely.
Might have to might have to get into this streaming lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, just start
Yeah.
doing a bit of my own streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mate, get that
Okay.
beard in front of the camera where it belongs.
I'd like to thank everyone that jumped in the chat. You guys are legends. I'll thank everyone for turning up tonight and watching.
Yep.
We're going to be putting this on YouTube, hopefully in the next couple of days as well. So if you want to go over there and watch and share with everyone, that'd be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. Thanks everyone.
Thanks for the
Chat.
support every
Guys,
week.
I'm sure-
Every week too.
I can see everyone there. I'm sure I'll talk to everyone probably straight after this. I'll message everyone.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh, thanks, Josh. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Legend.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks everybody.
Good night.
You too. Thanks, everyone, for coming on. And yeah, we'll catch you all next
Later,
week.
guys.
See you guys.